Little cowboy Johnny sitting in math class. Teacher asked him, "Johnny, if I have 20 head of sheep in a pen and one goes through the hole in the fence, how many sheep do I have in that pen?" Well, Johnny, he pops right up. He says, "Well, 0. Teacher just shakes her head, says, "Johnny, you must not know anything about math." Johnny replied back, "Teacher, I know plenty about math. You must not know anything about sheep." Sometimes numbers don't tell the whole story, or at least the right story. Sometimes you have to look a little deeper. We're a culture obsessed with numbers, and they help us quantify and qualify success in life. But sometimes that's tough in ministry. The other night at the Bull Bash, I seen our little church, Cross Trails Cowboy Ministry, a church of around 20, reach out and have an effect on hundreds of people who had never stepped into a church of any kind. That's our goal. Now, I don't know how you measure that. The seeds that are planted, we may never get a chance to harvest, but maybe someday somebody will. Now, we don't have any hard numbers to look at, but I can tell you what I saw the other night. Last night I seen a rodeo clown that was just looking for a second chance at doing what he loves. Had the entire crowd in the palm of his hand all night long. And for a few hours, he was back on top of the world. I seen that same rodeo clown take $60 out of his own pocket and sponsor a kid's sheep scramble. Totally on his own. Just because he wanted to give back. His sheep, his money, his time. I seen a vendor selling hats, and he donated 2 hats to the winners of that sheep scramble. Now, I'd never seen this guy before in my life. He didn't know me from Adam, but he was compelled to give what he could. I had a bull rider from Poplar Bluff, Missouri, shake my hand behind the chutes and thank us for putting on this event. Because of all the traveling he does, he never gets to go to church, and this is the closest he's going to get to go to church and hear God's word. I seen parents beaming with pride as they watched their young son rope and drag a bull to the outgate, a task that most grown men couldn't accomplish. I seen a young man who's searching for a place in this world and some direction in his life get a chance to work out in the arena and pull chute gates. An opportunity that would not have been possible just a few months ago. Let me tell you, at the end of the night, you could not knock the smile off that kid's face with a hammer. There's no doubt he'll be back. Those are just a few of the stories from the Bull Bash a few nights ago. I talked with countless other folks that thanked us for putting on this event. How many seeds have we sown? I don't know for sure. It's tough to count. But I guess that's really the objective with any ministry, to sow so many seeds that they can't be counted. If we take a look at Jesus' parable of the sower in Mark 4:3-8, this is what it says. "Listen, a farmer went out to sow his seed. As he was scattering the seed, some fell along the path, and the birds came and ate it up. Some fell on rocky places where it did not have much soil. It sprang up quickly because the soil was shallow, but when the sun came up, the plants were scorched. They withered because they had no root. Other seeds fell among thorns, which grew up and choked the plants so they did not bear grain. Still other seeds fell on good soil. It came up, grew, and produced a crop, some multiplying 30, some 60, some 100 times. My hope is that some of these seeds that were sown during the Bull Bash fell on good soil. I want to thank everybody here who came and supported the Bull Bash. We certainly would not have been possible without all of you.